Tracy here with Paper Closet Designs, and today's video is another short one. I'm going to show you one file, and we are working on the Beehive Dome candy holder cards. And if you haven't done these before, what it is it holds a candy dome, and you can fill it with candy and then give it away as a gift or a favor, whatever you need it for. Each one has two different back options. So we have a pull tab and we have a dial back. And for this card, I'm going to show you both of them and how to assemble them. The tools that you will need, or the supplies that you'll need, is first you will need a Christmas ornament ball. And these are plastic and they pull apart. There's a seam down the middle and they pull apart. You'll need 1/2 per card that you do. These can be picked up just about anywhere in your craft stores. Today is June 1st. I was at Hobby Lobby 2 days ago, and they were actually putting out some of their Christmas stuff, and they had these balls. You can get them at almost any craft store. If you can't find them just yet, you can order them off of Amazon year-round, and I will put a link in the description down below of the ones that I get. So you'll need 1/2 of these per card. If you are doing the dial back, you will need a regular brad, not the little scrapbooking brads, but just a regular brad. And I get mine at Walmart. You can get them at Target, your grocery store, your office supply. They're just the book brads, just a regular brad. And then you'll need a hot glue gun, and I will show that to you in a minute. I think hot glue works the best. I have had some people tell me some different types of glue that they use, the E6000, some different things. I just like the glue gun. It works really well, but you want a hot melt, not the cool melt. And then, of course, some type of candy to fill it with, or get creative. You could put money in there. There's all kinds of little gifts you could put, roll up a little tiny ball of socks, or just anything. Lots of fun little ideas. So we're going to build our card on the dial back. But before we do that, I want to show you really quickly how to do the pull tab. So all you would do is you're going to take your back that has the pull tab and you're going to flip it over, and you're going to take this little tab and you're just going to bend it just a little bit. Don't fold it, just kind of bend it so that the thumbnail shows and the recipient knows to go ahead and grab that and pull it out. I don't know if you can see it on the screen or not, but there's perforation marks all the way around here, so it just pulls open. So once you've got that going, you're going to take your largest piece and you're going to line it up. And with the beehive, it's designed so that there is a shadow all the way around it. And then you would take your pencil and draw that circle. I don't draw it over the tab. I draw it from the left side of the tab to the right side of the tab. And pull that off. Then you would take your dome and you would fill it up with whatever candy or money that you're going to put in here. And then you're going to line it up right on that circle. Your dome has a little hang tab. I don't like to put my hang tab where the pull tab is, so I will normally fill it right there, or put it right there with it full. When you're doing the pull tab, it has to be full, so you may have to pick it up and line it up. And then you're just going to take your glue gun and add glue all the way around except where your tab is, your pull tab. So you'd start over here on the right hand side and go all the way around with a string of glue. And then once it's finished, you will build your beehive just like we're going to on the next one. So that is the pull tab. If you're doing the dial back you can fill after the card is completed, which is one nice thing about it. The other thing that is nice is you don't ruin the card or pull the card apart when you're getting the treat out. However, sometimes the dial back can be a little bit tricky for little hands. So if you're giving this to someone a little bit younger, you may want to consider the pull tab, because that one's easier to do than this. Okay, so if you're going to do the dial back, you're going to do the same thing. We have some pieces. So you have your back, you have the dial back, the dial, and 2 washers, and these washers are really, really important. You'll need your brad, and then you have the dial cover. So we're going to flip this over. Now this is symmetrical, but some cards are not. Actually, on this one, we're going to just leave it there. And we're going to lay your beehive just like you did for the pull tab and line it up. Take your pencil and draw that circle. And this time you can draw a full circle all the way around. Okay, now we're going to flip it over. We're going to take the cover. And we're going to put a brad through the hole. Flip it over and add a washer. Add the dial. Add another washer. And then put it through the back behind where you drew your circle. So the side that I drew my circle is facing down. Then we're going to open up that brad. And I kind of spin the brad so that it doesn't open up where the window is. And now we want to make sure that that is going to open and close or spin, and it does. And the next thing we want to do is we're going to glue this cover down. So I'm going to take glue and glue right around the edge of the cover, not along the bottom here, and you want to make sure that you don't get it where your dial is. It's plenty big, so you shouldn't have a problem. And I'm just going to work in sections, maybe a third or a fourth at a time. See if I'm getting the glue down there on that edge. And once that's down, you want to spin this dial and make sure that it's spinning freely. If it's not and seems to be getting stuck, there's a couple of reasons for that. The first one is most likely you didn't add the washers. And the second is if you got your glue too close or you did a big line of glue, then it's grabbing onto that dial. This one is working great. So now we're going to flip it over and we are going to take our dome and we are going to lay it along that circle. And I'm going to take the little hang tag and I want to put it away from the window. So in fact, I like to open this when I do it. So I'm going to put my hang tag kind of down towards the bottom. And just line that up on the circle. It doesn't have to be exact, but the closer the better. And then we're going to take our glue. I hope this is hot. And we're just going to run glue all along the edge. My glue may not have been hot enough. I just plugged it in before we got started. There we go. So once that's done, we're going to set it aside to dry, and I'm going to go ahead and build up my beehive. So for both cards, the rest of this is the same. You'll have your background beehive and the outline. You have 2 little bees. I'll show you those pieces here in just a second. You have 3 flowers, 1 large and 2 mediums. You have a frame, and then you have the outline of the beehive. The frame piece is optional. It actually looks just like the one on the Beehive. And so if you don't want to use this, you don't have to. The reason I cut it out is I think it gives a little strength around the dome. And it kind of gives it a finishing look. But on this card, that's totally optional. So let's go ahead and glue our Beehive outline to the Beehive. I'm just going to take my glue. Oh, it's already dried up there we go. And you don't have to have every little piece covered. I do like to make sure that the edges are pretty good. Oops, I'm getting it on the table. And around the frame. And then we can just go ahead and line that up. And the most important thing is to make sure that the center lines up, because that is where your dome is going to pop through. Let's go ahead and smash that down. If you're using clear glue, it will dry clear. Let's set that aside, and then let's assemble our flowers and our bees. The flowers are super easy. They're just a center that goes in the middle. So not a big deal there. And then the bees, we have two different bees. So the first bee has two separate wings. It has one wing, it has the stripes, the body, the background with the second wing, and then the other bee has the stripes, the body, and the background with both wings. So for the one with both wings, we're going to glue on the body. And then we're going to put glue on the back of the stripes. And we're going to get his tail and those two stripes and just the neck. You don't want to get it on the head because there's nothing there to glue it onto. And just line it up like that. Whoop. Okay, I have to bring it towards me. I'm working around the camera stand and it's not lining up. Okay, there we go. And for the one with the separate wings, we're going to do the same thing. Put glue on the body and glue it to the background with the one wing. Put stripes or glue on the tail and the stripes, but not the head. And then the wing. And it looks like I might need to make that body a little bit smaller, so I will fix that on your file. So there are all of your pieces. Next up, we're going to add the Beehive to the back. And you can lay it on there and line it up and just glue it down if you would like to. I like to use foam pump or foam tape. And the reason is because the glue and the tab kind of make it pop up anyway. And so I use my foam tape. You don't have to. I know a lot of people just glue it down directly on there, and that's fine if that's what you choose to do. But I'm going to do the foam tape. peel those off, and then we're just going to cover that up, press them down. Get that off center just a little bit. I'm going to pull this up because I got it off just a little bit. It really doesn't make a lot of difference, but there we go. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to take my frame and add some glue to it. Where's my glue? And glue my frame on. And now you can decorate it with your bees and your flowers, however you want it to be. And really there's no right or wrong to this. Whatever looks good to you. I do think I'm going to add my bees with the foam tape because the black of the bodies is, I cut them out of the same color that I cut the beehive outline, and I want them to stand out a little bit more. So I'm just going to, whoops, I'm going to just add some foam to that. And just pop them open. I think I'll add that one down there. And that one right up there. Okay, all we have left to do is flip it over, get our candy. I'm doing these gumballs. I have them in various sizes. I don't know. We'll see if the big ones are going to work. I'm going to put the smaller ones in first. Whoa. Because they'll be seen. And then we'll try some bigger ones. And then maybe fill it in with a few more smaller ones. You can fill this pretty full. You just want to make sure that your dial is going to still spin. I think I can put a couple more in there. There we go. Make sure your dial is going to still close. Perfect. And there is our Beehive Dome candy card, ready for almost any summer or fall or spring occasion. Birthdays, showers, gifts, teachers' gifts, so many uses. I hope that you will give one of these dome candy cards a try. They're lots of fun. Please hit subscribe down below so that you don't miss any of my videos. Give me a thumbs up and have a great day.